Good morning, soccer fans, and welcome to another Onside SA Soccer Show. Where joining me today is former Manning Rangers league winner, Gavin Radford. Gav, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Butch. It's good to be here.
Yep. Tuesday night, Gav, Real Madrid 3, Atletico Madrid 0. Was it Real Madrid being too slick or Atletico Madrid poor?
Atletico Madrid poor. I thought they were too scared to come forward.
Yeah.
I think they were waiting for opportunities that didn't materialise. And again, once again, Ronaldo showing his class.
Yeah, I think a little bit unlucky with the first goal. Ronaldo was definitely offside while he wasn't interfering with play and got the benefit of the doubt. But why Simeone at 1-0 down put two attacking players on is a mystery. 3-0, can they come back?
No, the tie's over. I think Real Madrid's too strong. The players that they have, Ronaldo, you can't give him an opportunity.
Yeah.
They missed the opportunity. I think Simeone was looking for a goal, at least one goal. It didn't materialise. I think the tie's over.
Yeah, definitely. Last night we saw Monaco Juventus. Juventus 2, Monaco 0. Was it men against boys?
Definitely the boys getting a bit of a pasting. I think the Juventus back four, like we said in the shows previously, far too slick. The Italians have had the best defensive record over many years. I mean, those three defenders at the back, world class. I don't see Monaco getting much in Turin.
Yeah, I thought they were competitive. A lot of half chances, but that's Italy's back three and Buffon in goals. You know, end of his career this year, so they say. It's a Champions League final, which he deserves.
Yeah, I think Buffon's proved himself once again. I mean, age is just a number. He goes out there and he Performs week in and week out. He made some terrific saves in the beginning of the game. I think Monaco came on strong in the early parts.
Yeah.
Juventus saw them off, and then their class showed. Higuaín in the front, not too many chances for him, but he puts them away like Ronaldo.
Yeah, so it definitely looks like Real Madrid versus Juventus. Now, there was another game last night, which is one of the best games that I've seen all year. Ajax 4, Lyon 1. What do you think?
Well, this game I sat down and really got entertained. I mean, this was two teams having a full go. The tactics on both teams, I think Lyon just started to panic a bit. When they went 2 down, they thought, well, we also need to get a goal back. The game became so loose that the score could have been 10-1, 5-all, but an entertaining game to watch. I think this time might not be over.
Yeah, you're right. I was very impressed with their goalkeeper, Anonko, who's a Cameroonian. You know, he was a difference, especially early on. You know, he made 3 or 4 good saves for Ajax. And but Lacazette, the main striker for Lyon, was injured. He's been injured for the last couple of weeks, so that definitely affected him. But a thrilling game, end to end, as you say. It could have been 10-6. Now our boys, Man United, we play Celta Vigo tonight. Can we get another positive result? Or
well, just looking at the number of injuries that United have, it's going to be quite a test for them. But I think maybe Mourinho's pulled the wool over our eyes once again.
Yeah.
I see all the players that come back from injury. He must have given them a big pep talk saying that they need to come out and play. I think Mourinho will look for a positive result tonight and then take the game back to Old Trafford. In a week's time, maybe a few players will recover. I think Pogba will definitely be a starter tonight. I think United could get a result here.
Yeah, I don't know.
But in saying that, Celta Vigo have been waiting for us. They've rested players on the weekend. They might have lost 3-0, but they're definitely waiting for United to come.
And also, Iago Aspas played for Liverpool. You know, Liverpool United, you know, the hatred amongst the fans, so he'll be trying to impress. On to the league. Sunday saw Man United draw again at Old Trafford, the theatre of draws as it's now called, with Swansea, who in my opinion deserved at least a draw.
Swansea played very well. I mean, they came out with a positive attitude. It showed in their play. United, again, missing players. They just didn't seem to flow. Again, the draw, I think it's about 12 or 13 games they've drawn at home or for the season. Not a good showing. Rooney really off the pace of the game. Penalty, definitely not a penalty in my opinion. I think Rashford went down too easy for that. But again, we got our noses in front and we didn't see off the game. Yeah,
Rooney had a 10-minute spell. He missed a sitter where instead of sticking it, ball came from the right in the corner. Then he gave away the free kick for a superb goal. Now, league-winning performance from Chelsea, in my opinion. 3-0 at Goodison Park over Everton. Is the league over?
The league is over. The league has been over for the last 5 weeks. I think Spurs have been playing extremely well. You can't take it away from them. They won their last 9 games. So they're the only ones that are really trying to put some pressure on. But the pressure that they're going is just to try and maybe make Chelsea slip up. But Chelsea are too slick. They've got players that come off the bench that can influence the game.
Yeah.
this league title is over. It's been over for the last 2 months.
I think the United defeat woke them up. I think they were in cruise control until they got exposed. On the focus, guaranteed they'll win the league. The game I watched the last 30 minutes of, especially when Chelsea scored the first goal, was Middlesbrough, Man City. You cannot believe how disappointing Man City were. Is that their third place? Can they get third place? Can they finish above Liverpool?
I think with the run of the games that they have, Man City, I think will definitely finish in the top 3. Liverpool have still got 1 or 2 games. You know, Liverpool, one of those teams, they slip up to the easier games where you think the points should be bagged.
Yeah.
They seem to slip up on points. I think Man City will get 3rd. Liverpool will get 4th. I think United will finish just out of it. But United will try and get through to the final and win the Europa.
I think that's the only way we're going to get in the Champions League is to win the Europa. And the last game, Tottenham 2, Arsenal 0. Is this the end of Wenger? Last time you were on the show, I asked you the question.
The magic man, I think he's good. He's really trying to pull everything out of the hat, Wenger. You can see he's very disappointed. Even his interview after the game, he stormed off of the interview. But Spurs again, they're just too slick at the moment for an Arsenal team that are going through a bit of a patch. Harry Kane up front, Dele Alli, Young Player of the Year. Yeah. Those 2 players are really making them tick. I just hope that maybe one of the bigger clubs don't come in and buy either one of them. They might just set them back because I think they've been knocking on the door to win the league for the last couple of seasons. Yeah. But if they lose those 2 players, I think Spurs will set back 3rd, 4th place in the league.
Yeah, I think they've got 1 more year together, that crew that they've got there. They're playing all the home games at Wembley next year, new stadium. But you're right, if they don't win something in the next season, I think it could be an exodus. So then Monday night, Watford 0, Liverpool 1. Bicycle kick, superb goal from Emre Can.
Fantastic goal. I'm not a big fan of Liverpool, but the strike, you've got to give the boy credit. He normally those ones either land and row Z or they hit the back of the net, and that one hit the back of the net. I think Liverpool, you have that type of run in the league where you have games where you're not really going anywhere. Yeah. But then it takes one special moment, and I think the special moment was a fantastic goal. I mean, that's got to go down for one of the goals of the year. Yeah. Definitely in my top 3 for the year. Yeah,
deserved 3 points. Very disappointed in Watford. Played 1 up front at home. At the end, they got what they deserved. Anyway, on to the weekend's English Premiership. And first game's a Friday night game, strangely enough. Local derby, West Ham, Tottenham. Any chance of an upset?
Well, I don't see an upset. I see Tottenham going on to win this game, comfortably making it 10 out of 10. The last 6 or 7 games for West Ham hasn't been that great. Yeah. I think the manager's under pressure. They've even got people looking at, they've got a short list of 3 coaches to take over next year. Spurs are too good for them.
Yeah, they should be. Now, Man City at home to Crystal Palace. Man City, they've drawn 4 of the last 6 home games against the Crystal Palace team that cost us on Saturday against Burnley. In their defence, they've had 3 hard games in the week. Yeah, they've beaten Liverpool away, they've beaten Chelsea away. Can they upset Man City, or at least take a point?
Not at Man City. Man City is too strong at home. Crystal Palace, flattening to deceive for me. One week they look brilliant. I know they had their 3 games in a short period of time. I think most of the players are on that roll. They were going along nicely. But Man City at home, it's very hard to get a result there. I don't see them getting a result at Man City. Especially when Man City are looking to cement top 3, top 4 place. Yeah. They're not going to give up easy points here. Yeah,
I just don't like the body language from a lot of those Man City players. Even the manager, they're just going through the motions. There's so much at stake. And remember, if they finish 4th in the Premiership, they have a Champions League playoff to play in. So that won't be easy. Lunchtime kickoff, I give Palace a bit of a squeak here, purely because Man City, they haven't been converting the chances. Yeah. Anyway, second game we got on Saturday is Bournemouth against Stoke. Now, Bournemouth are one of those teams, especially at home, that are hot and cold. They've had a good run of late. 11 to 10, Gav, we'll be taking that?
I'll be taking the 11 to 10 Bournemouth. I think the Stoke team, for me, are misfiring at the moment. Yeah. I think Mark Hughes has got a few problems. Peter Crouch is up front. The one-dimensional team. They haven't kicked on the season. I think Bournemouth, with a young coach, he likes to play, gets the ball going. I think they'll be too good for Stoke. Yeah. He's
struggling to score goals, especially away from home. But there's one thing in Stoke's favour. The Vitality Stadium where Bournemouth play at is a narrow pitch. And you can remember Stoke, they always played on that narrow pitch. I don't know, I've just got a funny feeling Stoke are going to turn up this weekend. Our next game is Burnley, who are safe with the 6th best home record against West Brom, who have been shocking recently. Another home win for Burnley?
Yes, definitely. I think Burnley around about 11, 12 to 10 will offer good value. Very strong. I think 90% of their points have come from home fixtures.
Yeah.
West Brom in a bit of free fall. Tony Pulis, I think, a bit just disappointing with his team. Definitely Burnley to get a result.
Burnley 12 to 10, you're a taker, eh? Okay, our next game is the manager, Marco Silva, who hasn't lost a home league game in over 3 seasons. He's been in charge of 7 league games for Hull. They've won 6 and drawn 1. Surely they've got to beat Sunderland, who are already relegated.
Another standout bet. They might be a bit short at 5 to 10 skinny odds, but I think Hull City will be too strong for them. They're fighting off relegation. I think of the bottom teams, they look like a team for me that will get out of it.
Yeah.
I know that in the beginning of the year, they were actually on top of the log for the first 4 games. Then they fell apart completely, and everybody said they were gone. They were in free fall. But they have turned it around a bit at the end of the season, and a team like Sunderland, who is relegated, won't offer much resistance, I don't think.
Yeah, a big game for Hull City. They don't get the 3 points here. You know, relegation
will come back.
Pressure will come back. Our next game is Leicester City versus Watford. Now, since they've been knocked out of the Champions League, they lost to Arsenal. They had no right to get beat by Arsenal. Then they beat West Brom away. 6 to 10.
Another good bet. I'm finding all the good bets are coming at home this week. I think Leicester City at home. Watford haven't offered anything. They're very poor up front.
Yeah.
They're not consistent. You don't know what you're going to get from week to week. I think Leicester, the new coach Shakespeare has taken over, has done a fantastic job. I've never seen a coach turn around a team so quickly. So the 6 to 10 for Leicester offers some good value.
Yeah.
It's skinny odds.
Yeah, the funny thing about Watford, they've won one of the last 11. The team they beat was Arsenal. So you never know. They're one of those Jekyll and Hyde teams, but I think Leicester are certainties. Now the pressure game, Saturday night game, Swansea City versus Everton. Now if Swansea don't get a result here, and if Hull get a result before them, 5 points with 2 games to go. What do you think?
This could turn out to be quite a cracker game. I think with Swansea playing so well against United, showing that they do have the belief to play and knock the ball around the park. I mean, they were extremely well organised last week against United. They offered United nothing. I think they're back at home in front of their own fans. I think Everton haven't travelled that well this year.
They haven't.
I mean, they got all the way to Wales. This could be a tight game. If Swansea don't win 1-0, I think it might go to a draw.
I think there should be plenty of goals in this game for the
Should
simple
be
reason
goals.
Lukaku's going for top goal scorer. And also Ashley Williams, the centre-half for Everton, was captain of Swansea. 100%. So he can expect a nice reception. And they've got to go for it. Swansea don't get a result here, they're in trouble. Sunday kicks off with Liverpool versus Southampton. Now, Southampton knocked Liverpool out of the League Cup earlier on. They won both games 1-0. Can they make it 3 wins this season against Liverpool?
Again, another home team, Liverpool. Southampton, a good passing team. I enjoy watching Southampton play because they knock the ball around the park.
Yeah.
They're extremely efficient in the team. They don't have the greatest players. I think they've got 2 centre-halves been injured for 3/4 of the season. They still get their results. But again, Liverpool at home, you would think that they should get the 3 points to almost cement themselves into a top 4 place. And if Liverpool don't get up for this game, they will not make the top 4.
Yeah, no, you don't think so? No, I think they'll be top 4 either way, 3rd or 4th. Southampton, to me, it looks like their season's over. They're not playing Virgil van Dijk. They're keeping him for the 50, 60 million that they want for him. You've got to fancy Liverpool, but this Southampton, you get those bogey teams. And recently, Southampton have been that to Liverpool. Then the big game on Sunday, Arsenal versus Man United. Gab, 25 league games unbeaten. Is this where the record goes?
Well, I'm hoping that it doesn't go here, but Arsenal, as we know, a big crowd, it'll be a passionate crowd, a big game for the English fans to watch. Everybody's waiting for United to lose. They all just say, I told you so. Arsenal struggling, the fans are getting on Wenger's back. If United take the lead in this game, I think the pressure will come on Wenger.
Yep.
You'll start making changes. But United playing midweek, coming off the Europa on Thursday. If United get a positive result on the Thursday, I can't see them coming to Arsenal with a full squad to play again, knowing he's got the second leg coming up shortly after. And I think this could be Arsenal 1-0, 2-1.
Yeah, they beat us 3-0 last year, if you can remember. They scored 2 goals in the first 10 minutes. I can see Arsenal murdering us here. I don't like the way we've been playing defensively. And one thing Arsenal aren't, they can't defend. But going forward, they aren't too good. They aren't too bad. I think Arsenal, even money, guys. It's in my bets. My Man United boys will be cursing at me, but I think it could be a long afternoon. And then Monday night we have the champions-elect against Middlesbrough.
Chelsea, I mean, this is where I say that Chelsea have the league wrapped up. I mean, if you can't beat Middlesbrough, then Spurs will be knocking on the door. But I can't see Middlesbrough getting anything at Stamford Bridge. I think this could be a 3 or 4-0 game.
Yeah.
Just to cement their position at the top.
Yeah.
Far too good for Middlesbrough.
Yeah, I agree with you there. On to PSL. Now, the big news over the weekend was our mate Gordon Egerson got fired from Highlands Park, or parted ways. Why would you fire a manager with 4 games to go?
$1 million question. I mean, he's taken him so long through the season to try and get them there. And I know sometimes it takes quite a bit of time to get your team to buy into your game plan. But like I said earlier, they just don't have the X factor to be in the PSL to get results. When you're in the bottom of the table, and by the way, it's quite close with the points.
Yeah.
So a result either way could bring you out of it. So to get rid of him now seems a bit dicey to do that at this late stage of a season.
Yeah.
Highlands have got a couple of teams around them that they're actually playing in the next couple of weeks. So it'll be, to me, it's a bit wrong, I would think.
They've got Baraka, that's their trump card, but that won't be easy. Now, there are a couple of games on Monday night. Maritzburg 1, Cape Town City 0.
Well, that game, I think Eric Tinkler summed it up afterwards. He just said everything went wrong for them. Yeah. I don't know how their trip went up to Maritzburg, if they flew into Durban and drove up, or they flew straight into Maritzburg. It was an afternoon game. I don't know if the heat got to some of the players or the players just took the game easy. But the harder they tried, the worse the game got for them. And it took a great free kick to win the game. Yeah,
it wasn't a free kick. I think the goalkeeper got it all wrong with it, because I backed Cape Town City, so I watched the game. You know, Harry Gwala is not the easiest place to play. I know I haven't played there several times, but it's hard. But, young team Maritzburg, I was impressed with what I saw, but disappointed in Cape Town City. I think that's going to cost them any chance they've had of winning the league.
Yeah, 100%. I think that Maritzburg took the wind out of their sails a little bit.
Yeah.
I think they were expecting to go there and getting the 3 points. But you'll come away from Maritzburg after beating Chiefs and Sundowns and everybody that's come along on their path. I think it really affected them. And I think they've just gone out of the picture now to win the league.
Yeah, I can't have them now. And then Bidvest Wits won Sundowns. This was a Dinkum league decider. Both teams well organised. Sundowns had a couple of chances early on. Second half they went missing and Wits came into it. And at the end, I think Wits deserved winners.
I think so. I think Wits, we said before that it'll be a 2-horse race between Wits and Sundowns. I think both teams have got good players. I think Wits at the home ground advantage just told a bit at the end. You need a little bit of luck in the game, and I think the hometown team always seems to get that if you put the effort in. And just showed you both teams have really put the effort into the game. It was a good game to watch. Gavin very happy with the 3 points, I would think.
No doubt. 1 point.
It's very close now. It's 1 point. It's a 1 point game at the top of the log.
I saw the betting the other day. Wits are 2-1 to win the league. Would you take that, or would you think 5-10 Sundowns?
I'm a Sundowns boy, so at the moment I'm thinking Sundowns will win the league. I think they've just got that little X factor to get them over the line.
Okay. There was a game last night. I watched it for about 10 minutes. Couldn't believe what I saw. Supersport 0, Bloemfontein Celtic 0. They could still be playing today. It would be 0-0.
Two teams really struggling. Bloem Celtic fighting for their life. I mean, wouldn't think that a Bloemfontein Celtic team that had such a good history in the league could be at the bottom of the table. Supersport, people would have thought it would have been an easy game for them. I think they also got caught up in the midweek game where the pressure comes, where you have games coming up quick and thick and fast now. But in my bets, I had actually gone the win and draw for Supersport. I wasn't quite convinced they could win that game.
They don't get beat too often, Celtic, but they don't score. I think the league's lowest scorers.
Yeah, they don't score goals.
So a low-scoring game was on the card. Now, there's 2 big games tonight. Sundowns play Platinum Stars and Bidvest Wits play Orlando Pirates.
Orlando Pirates misfiring. I just do not know. I can't put my finger on what is wrong with the Pirates team at the moment. So I'm going to have to go with the Wits. I think, Gavin's got his team playing well. Yeah. They've hit the front now with a couple of games to go in the league. He's not going to want to give it up now. Pirates misfiring. I think Gavin will be organised. I think they will win the game, maybe 1-2-0.
You like them, man. I've just got a concern. Pirates are a lot fresher. Wits played Friday, Monday, Thursday. Tough games. Won't be easy.
I would rather be playing than training.
Sure.
So that's the philosophy of me when I played.
Yeah. But Sundowns, good things over Platinum Stars?
Sundowns, good side. They've got a good strike force. I think the Platinum won't be able to hold them.
Okay. Well, on we go to the PSL fixtures for the weekend. Kicks off on Friday night. Cape Town City at home against Free State Stars.
Very strong form at home, Cape Town. I think they would have Eric would have got a bit of a bounce back from his team.
Yeah.
I think that they will win this game. Free State Stars, their season has been poor.
Yeah, they're only 1 point above the relegation zone.
Poor season for Free State Stars. Very disappointing.
That should be Cape Town City.
And Cape Town City have surprised everybody, and their strike force has been phenomenal. They've shown good spirit the whole season, and good unity with the team. Yeah, it's good for them.
Okay, now Saturday lunch, 3 o'clock kickoff, Chipper against Ajax. Now Chipper are 2 points above Highlands. They haven't won in the last 5 home games against an Ajax team who don't win away from home. Do you think this is a game that gets Chipper out the relegation?
No, I don't think so. I think Ajax are just starting to turn the corner. I know it's late in the season to be saying that, but they seem to be getting a few results towards the end of the season. Chipper in free fall. I remember in the early part of last year and this year, where the owner was changing coaches all the time. I saw Dan Marcelo didn't do a TV interview after the game. There was an assistant that did the interview, so I don't know if there's more drama involved. But I think Ajax maybe will win this game or they'll get a draw. I can't see Ajax losing this game.
What's strange for Chipper is they made the Nedbank Cup semi-finals, winning all their home games. So I don't know why their league form's gone to the dogs.
They've got a beautiful stadium to play in. The pitches that the players play on today are fantastic.
Superb,
And I know Dan likes to get his team to play good passing soccer. Ajax have been schooled the right way, so it could be a good game from 2 teams that are really struggling.
Okay, we go on to Polokwane City, who are on fire of late, against SuperSport, who've drawn 6 of the last 9. Is that the omen, another draw?
Another draw. Like you said earlier, SuperSport don't give anything away. Polokwane, I don't see this being an entertaining match. I think one team will try and defend it out, and the other team will be trying to win it. With draw written all over this game.
Yeah, it looks like it. 2-1 the draw. Now, Kaizer Chiefs, who've conceded injury time goals in the last couple of games at home against the Golden Arrows team, who can't win away from home in the league. Is this an easy game?
Clinton Larson must be pulling his hair out. I mean, this Golden Arrows team were doing exceptionally well in the first half of the season. I thought they would kick on for the second half of the season and get some positive results. They just seem to be falling away in their away form. Kaizer Chiefs, on the other hand, have been knocking on the door. Close up to the top of the league. I think they just might have too much for Golden Arrows, who are not good travellers at the moment.
For Arrows.
Chiefs to win this.
Now, Sunday starts off with Platinum Stars versus Highlands Park. Now, Platinum are only 4 points above Highlands. Can the new manager or new coach, whoever's taken over Highlands, get that bounce back effect?
Yeah, Highlands played an exceptionally good game against Pirates 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I remember Gordon saying in his interview that he's never seen a team play as well as that, and I actually agree with him. They attacked in numbers, they defended in numbers, they created enough chances. Then they step up the following week and they get beat. So it's just one of those seasons where they just can't put 2 games back to back. I think Platinum Stars at home will shade this game.
Highlands can't score.
I think it's a problem with most of our teams, Alex. I think if you go through the league table and you see the chances that the players miss on a weekly basis, it's just phenomenal. It's something that we have to address in our country with our football. The guys just miss far too many chances. But coming back to this game, Platinum Stars at home, I know it's very close to the bottom. I think they will just shade this one.
Okay. Then it should be a comfortable victory in the next game. Bidvest Wits versus Maritzburg. I know they've improved Maritzburg, but their best results have come at home. Can you see them upsetting Wits?
No, I think Wits at home, too strong. I think Gavin, like I said earlier, is very organised. He gets his players going. The young Maritzburg coach, his name eludes me at the moment.
Davids,
Davids has done an excellent job in getting this team playing again. I think the last 7-8 games, he's really turned the team around. They seem to be playing with a lot more energy, a lot more organisation. But I think you're going to a Wits team in Johannesburg in that Mill Park ground, which is a very fast pitch to play on. I think they just have too much for them.
Yeah, you'd think so. And then the last game, which is a big game of the weekend, Orlando Pirates versus Sundowns. Now, remember watching the last time they played. They played at Loftus. Sundowns beat them 6-0. Any chance that Pirates cause an upset?
Well, I think all the Pirates supporters don't want to hear the 6-0 loss. I think Sundowns are too strong for Pirates at this stage.
Yeah.
I think Pirates are going to be in for a bit of a bumpy week. Sundowns looking to cement at the top of the play. They don't want to let Wits get a 3-4 point lead from them. So this game, I think Sundowns will win quite comfortably. I know there's a lot of rivalry between the big clubs, but Sundowns, if you look player for player, Sundowns have this game in the bag.
Yeah.
And I think they'll win about 2-0.
Well, on form, it definitely looks that. Now we're going to go on to our soccer exotics, and we start off with the Soccer 6 pool one on Saturday. I've got 3 bankers in 3 fields. I've got the 3 fields being Chipper versus Ajax, Now, some people may be surprised with Atletico Madrid versus Eibar. I just worry about Atletico Madrid, the mental state after they got beat by Real Madrid. Polokwane Supersport, any result wouldn't surprise me there. Barcelona in great form. It'll be a tight game because Villarreal defensive side, but I think they'll get the better of Villarreal. I think Chiefs will be too good for Golden Arrows, and I think Real Madrid will murder Tony Adams's Granada. Our second is the English with a Scottish game thrown in Soccer 6. I've gone the field with Bournemouth and Stoke. I've gone Burnley, win and draw with West Brom. I've banked Hull City over Sunderland, likewise Leicester versus Watford. I've gone the win and draw Kilmarnock versus Dundee, and I've gone the field Swansea versus Everton. It'll cost you R216. Now, I've changed the Soccer 10 this week because I could only really find 3 bankers. I've gone with Borussia Dortmund over Hoffenheim. Now, Dortmund are a point behind Hoffenheim in the league. If they don't get a result, they may have to go the Champions League playoff route. The second game, I've gone Wolfsburg win and draw over Eintracht. Wolfsburg above the relegation zone on goal difference only, while Eintracht already in Europe due to the German Cup's winner getting in the final. I've gone Ingolstadt win and draw, another relegation team against Bayer Leverkusen, who've only won one of the last 10. Hertha Berlin at home, second best home record against RB Leipzig, who was second. I've gone win and draw there. I've gone the field with Bournemouth and Stoke City. I've gone Burnley, win and draw over West Brom. Banked Hull City, banked Leicester. And I've gone Kilmarnock, win and draw over Dundee. And I've gone Swansea, 1 and 2 over Everton. That'll cost you R384. If you want to halve it, have a look and maybe bank at one of the teams, but that's the way we're going. Now, the Soccer 13 is our usual 5 bankers, 8 win and draws. I've gone win and draw Bournemouth against Stoke. Likewise, Burnley over West Brom. I've banked Hull City. I've banked Leicester. I've gone win and draw Swansea against Everton. Now, the next lot are all League 2 fixtures. I've gone Mansfield Banker against Crawley Town. I've gone win and draw Carlisle against Exeter City. I've gone Carlisle, who need to win the League 2 title. I've gone them win and draw against Grimsby. I've banked Darren Ferguson's Doncaster Rovers against Hartlepool. I've banked Portsmouth, who are third and already promoted, over Cheltenham. I've gone 1 and 2 Stevenage over Accrington Stanley, and I've gone win and draw Wickham over Cambridge. Now, the last game is a Swedish Allsvenskan League game. Fortunately, both teams play on grass, and ARK are the better team. So if you want to bank ARK, I wouldn't blame you, but we've gone win and draw, which will cost you R410. Now, Budgie's bets for the week. The Premiership treble, I've gone Hull City to beat Sunderland. I've gone Arsenal to beat my beloved Man United. And I've gone Leicester to win by more than 1 goal over Watford. That worked out at 6.5 to 1, so we got 1,300 to 2. Our Premiership, both teams to score. I've gone Man City Crystal Palace, Bournemouth and Stoke, Swansea and Everton, and Liverpool Southampton. Our Championship treble, now I know it's always difficult, it's the last week, and these are all on Sunday. I've gone Brentford, who've won the last 4 home games against Blackburn. Likewise, I've gone Bristol City to beat Birmingham. And I've gone Leeds, who still got a squeak, even though it's a remote one, to get into the playoffs at Wigan, who have already been relegated. That worked out at 13 to 1, so that's the way I've gone. The Championship, both teams to score. I've gone Norwich QPR, Newcastle Barnsley, Sheffield Wednesday Fulham, and Wolves Preston. It worked out just over 6 to 1. Now, Spanish quartet, which we caught last week, I've gone over 4.5 goals, Granada and Real Madrid. I've gone over 3.5 goals in the Valencia Osasuna. I've gone both teams to score, Deportivo La Coruña and Espanyol, and Malaga to beat Celta Vigo by more than 1 goal. That worked out at 16 to 1, hence the 3,200 to 200. Then our 6 on Ixa for the weekend. I've gone Leicester to beat Watford. I've gone Norwich City to beat QPR. I've gone Derby to beat Rotherham. I've gone Borussia Dortmund to beat Hoffenheim. Malaga to beat Celta Vigo. And Roma to win away at AC Milan. That worked out at 4,300 to 200. So those are my bets for the weekend. Gab, thanks for joining us again. PSL, I know you like to specialise in it. What are you going for this weekend?
This week's bets, Chiefs, Wits and Sundowns. I think the 3 big boys will come home lonely.
Okay, those are Saturday, Sunday. Premiership,
best bet for me is Hull City, Leicester, and Man City.
Like Man City, okay.
I think Man City will win it.
Gav, thanks
Butch.
again.
Thank you very much.
And that ends another onside SA soccer show. Thanks.